All right, we're taking a look at Bitcoin like we always do. Taking a look at the daily chart of Bitcoin. We saw a dip last night down to about $89,300. Looks like that was kind of the low. And then since last night, we've kind of pumped back up to, I think the high we saw on the day was 93,700. So recovery of like $3 or $4,000 of that 89,000-ish low from last night. Let's take a look, get a closer look on the hourly candles here. It's a more accurate depiction. Yeah, 93.7 with those lows of 89.2. So did you buy under 90K? I did. I bought a little bit, just under 90K. Just a small amount. I have a little bit of dry powder saved for these dips. Mostly buying Bitcoin. Looking at a couple of altcoins as well, but mostly sticking to Bitcoin currently. I think I've been posting on X quite a bit that I am over this past year becoming more of a Bitcoin maxi. Wish I had done that 2 years ago, and I keep telling myself that. So maybe I'm a Bitcoin maxi. We'll see. But I do hold a few altcoins. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So some big news in the markets today, and I guess just tech in general. Cloudflare had an outage earlier this morning that disrupted large parts of the internet. X, Spotify, OpenAI. I think Coinbase was even down for a little bit. So it says Cloudflare, a company that helps websites secure and manage their internet traffic, experienced issues with its global network. The company said early Tuesday, disrupting services for many websites and apps. The company said it believed the problems were mostly resolved around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, you maybe didn't even realize that this was happening because you were just waking up as this was getting resolved. Looks like things were down for roughly 4 hours, but as of now, things are back up and operational. I like this post from Whale Guru on X earlier today. It says, the setup of a lifetime is right in front of you. Retail is terrified. Noises everywhere. Red candles, confusion. Perfect. While everyone else is crying, the big boys are buying. Institutions are loading their bags, and that's true. We saw this post also from Altcoin Daily here. Bitcoin whales are buying the dip below 100K. So we had shared this graph here showing the number of entities with a balance of greater than 1,000 Bitcoin. These are wallets that are buying. So they're buying Bitcoin under that $100,000 mark. So pretty wild to see that. I like this post from Tim Warren as well, sharing the news here about U.S. banks getting a regulatory green light. The OCC confirms that banks can now hold crypto on their balance sheets to pay blockchain network fees, gas fees for approved activities. It says this is a very marginal win, but it is a win. So things are trending in the direction of cryptocurrencies being more and more accepted here. Polymarket posting just a few moments ago. Trump says he has picked Powell's replacement. I searched online to see if there's any like actual announcement, outside of X or Twitter to see if this is confirmed. And I think he's looking around. I don't know that he's actually picked anybody yet. So we'll keep our eyes on that story. We see here that Dave Portnoy bought $2 million worth of Bitcoin and crypto. Legendary. Is this a bear trap? I posted this yesterday, but this chart has been kind of making its rounds on X. People thinking that we are still in that bear market, that this is just a bear trap, kind of a small pullback. I mean, it's been 25 to 30% pullback on Bitcoin, but is this a trap? The big boys trying to get a better entry, get retail shaken out of the markets so they can pick up cheaper Bitcoin potentially. I will buy all the way down and I will buy all the way up. Not financial advice, but that's typically how you win with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is to dollar cost average good projects, mostly Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the X account cryptically posted this price this morning, a couple hours ago, posting $46,000.47. Not sure why they would post that. A lot of people flaming them in the comments for posting this. Like, why are you like being bearish? Are you, what do you know? I mean, how could they know anything? A lot of people hate on this Bitcoin X account. Like, it's underutilized. Like this, they could be such an advocate and like, do some better posting online, and they really don't. They like kind of post just like, AI bullshit and just weird prices and stuff. So we'll see. It probably means nothing. I don't know what they're alluding to, but if anything comes about with that, we'll let you know. The US dollar is burning down. The US dollar is worthless, and most Americans, most people, don't give a shit. Oh, why is my rent more expensive? Why are groceries more expensive? It's because your dollar is worth less, trending towards worthless. And that's why we buy Bitcoin. We regularly buy Bitcoin and stack sats. I also, lastly here, wanted to look at, I told you I'm kind of becoming a Bitcoin maxi, but if there's any altcoin that I do hold quite a bit of outside of Bitcoin, it is Cardano, which gets a lot of hate and has been getting a lot of hate lately. We've seen a dip down to 46 cents, maybe just under 46 cents recently, pulling back up to 47. To me, looks incredibly oversold. I think if you can, keep an eye on it, if you do see ADA come down within the range of like 35 to 45 cents, I will be loading in there heavily. Not financial advice, but between 35 and 45 cents, if ADA gets down in that range, I will be scooping. And then lastly, the midnight glacier drop, you have 1 day left, essentially, if you wanted to kind of mine these tokens here. I haven't done much. Whenever I'm at my computer and I think of it, I start a session, and I've acquired 90 night tokens. I don't know that that's going to be much, but we'll see. I'll let you know when that comes about. So if you did want to, the last day here, kind of scoop up some night tokens for that drop, now's your chance. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Please do subscribe. Trying to get this account moving. But I appreciate you making it to the end of the video. If you did, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.